Probably like, man, I don't want to follow low carb when I'm on vacation. I just want to live my life YOLO, do my thing, enjoy myself, get back to keto after I come back. And you can totally do that. That is so cool. Personal choice, up to you. I'm gonna tell you guys, I have tried for years to stay on track on vacation, and I've always fallen off track on vacation. And then I've done that. I've been in that mindset where I've just kind of undone all the damage when I got home. Literally, I would start out with the best intentions, and then I would end up eating carb heavy food and feeling like, okay, well, it's a vacation, so then I'll just get back on track when I come home. But then I come home, and let me know if you guys have ever experienced this, but I come home, I feel like I've gained like 15 to 20 pounds. It feels that way. Most likely it's like 10 pounds. And a lot of it is water weight and swelling, but still, I just feel like I'm starting over. Like I just have this feeling like, okay, I start tomorrow, you know? Like, and I just didn't want that this time. I just wanted to go on vacation. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to live my life, and I wanted to use this lifestyle as a lifestyle of what it is, not like I'm cheating on it, because I don't need to cheat on it. I know you guys haven't even missed me at all from YouTube because I've been on Instagram, and if you haven't been following me over there, you need to go over there ASAP, because I'm telling you guys, it's been incredible. I've been in my stories every single day with like the foods that I'm eating in a day. I've been doing vlogs over there, like my daily lifestyle routine vlogs and how I lost over 60 pounds, and I've just been like living my life, and I've been obsessed with Instagram. I took a little bit of a break from YouTube, but that's not because I don't love YouTube and I don't love you guys. I love all of you guys, and I'm back. And so hopefully you're excited for this video, because you haven't gotten one from me in a while. And so I'm excited to be here sharing with you guys some incredible tips to help you stay on track with the ketogenic, low carb, high fat lifestyle while you're on vacation. So I made the decision, and that is my tip number one today, is to say you just need to first make a decision that you're gonna do it, and just say, you know what, I'm gonna stay on track, and make your reasoning, because it's amazing to come back and feel so good. I'll tell you guys, when I got back and it felt like, oh, I don't have to start over. Oh, I'm like still on track to my goals. I feel amazing. I'm not bloated. I'm not swollen. I didn't gain 10 pounds. I feel great. And I'm just continuing on. Like I didn't get kicked out of ketosis. There was none of that. Like it just felt incredible. So I'm here to tell you guys, hopefully I can be an inspiration for you so that you can do this too. So you can try it out, know that you can do it, you're strong enough to do it, and that it's worth it to do it. It's so worth it. So first things first, make the decision that you're gonna do it. Give yourself a little test. Maybe it's a shorter vacation, a shorter trip. My trip was like 8 days long. So it was a long trip. And I will tell you guys, every single day I was updating you guys on Instagram like, hey, I'm still going strong. I'm still on track. Not only did I make a decision to stay on track with the low carb lifestyle on my trip, but I also decided not to drink alcohol. Now, I went to a tropical destination. I love pina coladas. Like, I love alcohol. I love drinking alcohol, but it was not aligning with my nutritional and my fitness goals and where I want to go. And so I made the decision about 30 days ago to once again eliminate the alcohol, right? So I did it well in advance of my trip, because I know for me, when I drink, I always end up falling off track or eating carbs. It's not even about there being carbs in the alcohol. It's about what happens when I drink too much. And typically when I get in the habit of drinking, I've been ending up drinking too much. And when I drink too much, I eat the wrong things, and it ends up making me fall off track. And especially when on vacation, it's so easy to then be like, oh, well, I'm on vacation, right? It's a justification. So then you just go and you just eat whatever. And while this is fine, this setback can be a major setback for people. It can really throw you off for a long time. And so to avoid that, staying on track is a good idea. So if you have a trip coming up, my tip number 2 is going to be to consider cutting out the alcohol in advance of your trip, like maybe 3 weeks. It takes 10 days for alcohol to completely leave your system and for you to feel really good, okay? So, and don't leave this video yet. Even though you're like, hey, I'm not cutting out the alcohol, I need to drink. All right, listen, hear me out. I've got so many more tips for you, but I just wanted to put this right up front in the beginning because I think it makes a big difference when you don't have the alcohol in your system, because alcohol is a toxin, right? And so if you're here because you want to live your healthiest, best self, then maybe it will be worth it for you to try cutting it out just in advance of your trip, so that when you're on your trip, you're not tempted. Because if it's gonna take away the temptation, then it's so worth it, right? It's worth it. And so that's what I did. But I will say this, I did swap the alcohol for probably another thing that I probably shouldn't be drinking, but it's not as bad, which was the Diet Coke. So I drank Diet Coke and club soda and lime instead of the alcohol. I just figured, you know what, this is one thing where, yes, I'm on vacation, not that big of a deal if I'm just going from one thing to like just something a little bit better, okay? Not that big of a deal. So now I'm just kind of working on getting rid of the Diet Coke now out of my system, but I'm sure a bunch of you guys can relate to this too, and no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. And so that's okay. We don't have to be, okay? So that's that. That's the next thing I'm gonna suggest that you consider doing to help you with your trip, with your vacation, and staying keto. All right, my next tip is going to be to not limit the quantity of food that you're eating, okay? So don't try to like diet on your trip. More so, you're just living the keto lifestyle. So like, high fat, low carb foods, whatever is available on the menu. So maybe that's like a burger, and instead of the bun, you're doing it with a side salad and no fries, obviously. But you're not really worried about how much you are eating, and you're just kind of eating the right foods, right? And that's kind of how this lifestyle works long term anyway. So a lot of you are probably used to doing that now as is, right? You've just been not really limiting yourself. You've just been eating the right kinds of foods. That's the goal when you're doing this on a vacation, because you're gonna be eating out a lot more, right? You're gonna be going to restaurants a lot more, and you just wanna make sure you are just picking the right types of foods, right? Be careful you're not ordering something that might have like a sweet sauce on it, that sort of thing. But just don't limit the actual amount of food that you are eating. Like don't try to diet while you are on vacation is what I mean. Just use this as the lifestyle. You're following a low carb, high fat lifestyle, and you can do it. If you have been intermittent fasting up until your trip, continue intermittent fasting if it fits within the trip. So like, some of the days on my vacation, we went to breakfast with the family, with the kids. And so I wasn't intermittent fasting those days. I was breaking my fast when everyone else was eating. And so I suggest that you do that too. I don't recommend that you try to fast and like pull yourself away from some of the fun and the family events that might be going on in your trip. If there's a breakfast, you should have breakfast, break your fast. Don't take it too seriously. However, if you're driving, so we had a long road trip and I fasted for that road trip in the morning. I didn't need to eat. It wasn't like, it actually made me feel better not to eat. And also I didn't have to use the restroom as much because I wasn't eating. So it's easier to go that long distance in the car ride. But that's what I recommend you do. You don't necessarily need to stick to your regular schedule. However, if it fits in, it fits in, and it can help you. It can help you eliminate one of the meals to just make it a little bit easier if it aligns with your trip. Okay, the next one is to prepare with snacks. Bring some snacks along if it's possible, or pick up snacks when you get to your destination and keep them around. So some great snacks is like lunch meat. So I had like some turkey that I wrapped up and rolled up with some provolone. We were hanging out by the pool, so I just packed that in a cooler. And that was a really great one to be able to have available and to eat whenever I need to. Also, I had like pepperoni. I didn't really do nuts, but you can do nuts. I don't normally snack on nuts. I actually don't normally snack much in general, but just having the food there so that if I felt the urge, I would have something available that I could eat that was keto friendly, right? There's also different things that you can get, like Quest chips and different packaged foods that you can bring along that will help you stay on track. There's different like beef sticks and stuff that I think are really good. The Chomps brand, this is not sponsored by anyone in any way, but the Chomps brand is really good. So I'll just throw that out there. I'll pop my Amazon link in the description if you want a list of the different keto snacks and foods that I like personally. I'll put that down below. My next tip is to be prepared with sweeteners. Bring some sweeteners. Like if you drink coffee, right? You don't want to be left to whatever sweeteners the restaurants or the wherever you're picking up your coffee is gonna provide, right? Because a lot of it's gonna be like Splenda or aspartame and that sort of thing. So I like to bring along some stevia drops, like the drops, I keep them in my bag, or like a monk fruit sweetener is really good as well. That can help you just so that you can stay on track in a healthy way. But at the end of the day, you end up having a packet of Splenda. It's not the end of the world. It's going to be okay. Like it's going to be okay. But that's just an extra tip there. Just bring it along, and it's actually a helpful tip just to have it along with you, like even just like the little packets, just in general, just in case. All right, next I'm gonna suggest that you guys consider sharing your journey on social media. Like I was doing this in my stories. So in my stories on Instagram, I have been doing my daily routine, and it's posting my daily routine in my stories and knowing that other people are watching me and seeing what I'm eating and seeing that I'm staying on track and that I will let them down if I just don't follow through. It's helped me stay on track. So I think doing that might be something you want to consider. Maybe you create like a fitness Instagram account and you start inspiring people, motivating people, and you start using your stories as a way to stay accountable. So I've been saving all of my daily routines in my story highlights. I have like, I think up to like 21 days now of different what I eat in a day within my story highlights. If you can imagine what that would be like on YouTube, if I was to create that content, edit it, and upload it here on YouTube, like 21 of those videos, it would be absolutely insane. But it's so easy for me to just shoot it and save it within Instagram. And so I've been doing that. And so I recommend you guys consider that if you want to stay on track, but you struggle to stay on track and you need that extra accountability. Doing that and creating an account like that and knowing that people can see what you're doing will help you stay on track. All right, and lastly, if you are someone who likes to utilize supplements to help you stay on track with this lifestyle, I will tell you guys, the entire trip, because I was in a tropical destination, I was sitting by the pool, everyone's drinking, the pina coladas are flowing around me. I did not feel the urge to even have any of it because I utilize a product called the Keto OS Nat ketones. And so I mixed up some of the brand new flavors, the berry blue with some lemon Mitoplex, because you guys all know we need electrolytes anyway. That's what Mitoplex is. And it's so good. It's so good. I had no issues staying away from any of that stuff. Like it made me feel like I ordered a tropical drink at the bar, right? And I swear to you, it helped me 1,000%. So I would have one of those by the pool every single day. I would have another one sometimes later on in the afternoon if I felt like I wanted more. And there's also this other new flavor called hibiscus lemonade. Holy moly, guys, like it's insane. I do have some samples. If you want to try some samples, I'll put the link in the description below. And even if you fall off track with the low carb lifestyle while you're on vacation, if you continue to consume the ketones while you're on vacation, it's gonna be so much easier for you to transition back into this lifestyle. It's gonna make you feel much better, and it's also gonna minimize the glucose within your system. These are my tips. I hope they help you guys. I miss you all. Like I feel like I've been hanging out with you guys on Instagram, but I know there's a bunch of you guys who are not on Instagram, and I do feel like I've like missed you so much from not being on YouTube. So I'm excited about YouTube again. Like I just feel excited about it. I needed this break. There is such a thing called creator burnout, and I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a thing because it takes so much energy and so much work to just get out one piece of content. Whereas other platforms like Instagram, it's really quick and fast, and it just flows and it's easy, and you don't have to spend so much time with the editing and stuff. So, but I miss it. So I'm probably gonna be producing a lot more content here. If you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me there. My name's Ashley Salvatori. You'll find me very easily. Follow me there, follow my stories. You're gonna be entertained. Trust me, I put so much time, energy, and effort into those stories. You will love it. It will help you stay on track, I promise you. So thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're new here, check out the playlist I have. There's a first time start here playlist where that would be the perfect place for you to begin. Take care, guys. Have a nice afternoon. See you later.